HSBC has a history that dates back 150 years in India, and we have a client base within HSBC India that is loyal and understands the manner in which we operate, the ethical manner in which we operate. And actually, there's an incredible amount of brand awareness of HSBC.
We are much more than a bank in India. We are, of course, first and foremost a bank, but we also have a large asset management operation. In fact, we're one of the largest asset managers in the country. We are the largest custodian in India, where we have about 45% market share of all institutional money in the country.
We believe in integrity, we believe in doing the right thing, we believe in how we make the money is as important as how much we make.
And when we talk about how the brand strategy is developed, the real defining moment was in 1998 when the decision was taken by the board at the time, the chairman, to adopt the HSBC name globally with the logo. But we were all wondering how it would go, and then overnight everybody suddenly realised how big HSBC was. So I had customers come in who said, I never realised that you had 1,800 branches in the UK and you're on every corner. So it was an incredibly powerful thing, and since then we've seen the brand go from unknown to one of the sort of biggest, most respected brands in not just financial services but globally.
So market research is very critical. Market research is actually critical from the point of view of understanding how the customer expectations are actually changing. What changes do we anticipate in the demographic trends? Because demographic trends, ultimately, that's what actually drives the business.
India is a fascinating market because just as China is, the numbers are just so staggeringly huge. So, when one looks at the number of wealthy people now, I think everybody sort of well knows that there's sort of 200 million of sort of what you'd call middle class with a reasonable wealth these days, who can go out and afford a lot of the nice things in life that they would like to buy. There is obviously a top strata of extremely wealthy Indians, which you read about quite a lot. They're buying companies around the world, and they're a very natural sort of client base for HSBC.
We also need to understand what macroeconomic changes are actually anticipated. Regulatory changes, increasing competition, new products that competition is actually going to come out with, or if they have come out with it already, what the specs are. Changing lifestyles of customers to lead us into understanding what kind of events that we need to hold to pull the customers together with a view to making the bond stronger between HSBC and the customers. So it forms an integral part, and it is a fairly chunky piece of the overall business development stroke product development pie, if I could call it that.